does aspartame cause cancer or not?
Over the last few weeks, there have been conflicting answers to that very question. The World Health Organization officially listing it as a possible carcinogen, but a smaller branch of the organization looking at the same evidence declared the sugar substitute safe. We are honored to have a former Surgeon General of the U.S. joining us live. Richard Carmona, welcome to Houston's Morning Show.
Thanks so much. Happy to be with you. Appreciate the opportunity.
Well, we even have a third group, the FDA, saying it's safe. So two questions for you here to start off with. First of all, is there any way to explain why there's so many differing opinions? Because it's really confusing. And then we'd also love to know your thoughts about the safety of aspartame.
Thank you. Appreciate that opportunity. First and foremost, it's sad that the two organizations couldn't align on their thinking because they're both part of the World Health Organization. That is the Joint Expert Committee and the group that does the cancer research. But to put it in perspective for the public, there's over a half a century, hundreds of research papers, hundreds of scientists who have already commented on this and found that there's no association with cancer or any disease. The information that's being used now is relatively new, and it's from a couple of reports that have been questioned as to could they be biased and the accuracy. So it's unfortunate that this causes the public to be fearful now. But the most important thing that I think the public needs to know is that for over half a century, aspartame has been tested, it's been researched, and it's been found to have no association with cancer.
Of course, this is found in popular diet sodas and a lot of other foods. What everybody wants to know now, what is a safe limit? And it seems like the limits are pretty generous. I mean, no one's going to drink as much as what some people are saying it's safe to really drink.
That's a great point. In fact, some of the estimates are that you'd need to drink 10 times the acceptable limit, which nobody would be able to do, that you'd even have to worry at that point. So within the limits that are there in the scientific guidelines, nobody is going to be exposed to aspartame that they should even consider would cause a problem.
Well, while we have you here, I want to talk to you about other things, because I don't know why when we talk about cancer, I feel like that's the biggest fear of so many people. So the World Health Organization also consider things like aloe vera, coffee, working the night shift as carcinogens. What is the take-home message here for our viewers? And where should we look for the most accurate information and really try to live the healthiest lifestyles we can without being too overwrought about any of it?
Well, I love your question, because a lot of the challenges we face today in our society are because we pick poor health habits. The fact of the matter is that when we look at the mounting disease and economic burden in our nation, most of it is caused by our poor health habits. We become sedentary. We eat too much food. We eat the wrong foods. We live in stressful environments. We have exposure to toxic materials. Climate is changed. I mean, there's a whole host of things that we as citizens and working with our elected officials can control. And so in order to optimize our health and wellness, we need to make better decisions as to relates to how we relate to the environment around us, the food we eat, the relationships we have, and so on. That's where the linkage is today. And these are called epigenetic inputs, actually, which affect your gene expression, which is really your software that controls for who you are as a human being.
Well, Richard Carmona, it was really interesting to talk to you this morning. Thank you so much for coming on Houston's Morning Show and really helping our viewers understand this as well.
Thanks so much. Appreciate the opportunity.